chapter 2:21 tells us that everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Now in this video we're going to be looking at the Gospel of Mark chapter 10 verse 46 to 52, and it is the story of Bartimaeus, who was a blind man waiting to be healed, and on seeing Jesus he reached out to him. Now the gospel tells us this, that they came to Jericho, and as he was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a sizable crowd, Bartimaeus, a blind man, the son of Timaeus, sat by the roadside begging. On hearing that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he kept calling out all the more, "Son of David, have pity on me." And Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." So they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take courage, get up, he is calling you." He threw aside his cloak, sprang up and came to Jesus. And Jesus said to him, "What do you want me to do for you?" And the blind man replied, "Master, I want to see." And Jesus told him, "Go your way, your faith has saved you." And immediately he received his sight and followed him on the way. Now, Bartimaeus knew that he didn't deserve mercy, so he had no thought of entitlement. Whenever we come to God, we should humble ourselves, calling out to him, "Lord, have mercy on us." Don't let the crowd stop you. Blind Bartimaeus knew that he had a need that only Jesus could supply, and so he wasn't going to let the crowd stop him from getting his deliverance. When the crowd told him to be quiet, he shouted even louder, "Son of David, have pity on me." What do you want from God? Whenever you are seeking after God and trying to get his attention, people will tell you, "Oh, you worship too much, you think you're better than us, etc., etc." But don't let people constrain you. At the end of the day, you are the one that has a need. Let go of the past. When Jesus called blind Bartimaeus, he immediately threw away his cloak. He jumped to his feet and he ran to Jesus. Bartimaeus realized that where Jesus is taking him, his cloak could not, as his cloak represents his past, and he was willing to throw off his past in order to step into the present with Jesus. Bartimaeus realized that his cloak brought him comfort, helped to keep him warm, and it helped to clothe him while he was on the roadside begging. But let's be honest, for him to move forward, he had to forget about the past. Many times we want to come to God, but we don't want to let go of the things that's holding us back in bondage. And in order for us to move forward, we must learn to throw down our old cloak, which is the past. Get up and move forward. We can't grow and remain in the same spot that we were in. I pray that this video encourages you and blesses you. And remember, Jesus is the light of this world. God bless you.
It says this, our God is awesome. He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley